Alright, this is the last arcane wraith rather I need. And then you can see the thing all the way over on the far that looks like Slimer from Ghostbusters. He is the Tainted Arcane Wraith that I need. And hey, I just learned Create Healthstone is essentially warlocks can basically create their own potions. So if my health gets low, I can pop a health stone and then I can use a new one. Or create a new one and replace. That one has 3 charges, so... Oh hey, and just discovered a new quest. Because the Tainted Arcane Wraith dropped a Tainted Arcane Sliver. Now it is worth noting, had I equipped all of my heirlooms, I would currently probably be level 6 at least by now. So... Alright, I'm gonna kill Thelendrin first. I have to get his head. Isn't he just a lovely looking fella? He did. Alright, and my last Arcane Wraith I need. Alright. Now, rather than run all the way back, because as you can see, it would be a bit of a run, and I have to go all the way down, I'm instead going to use my Hearthstone, which returns you to your home spot that you are bound to. You can change it as you continue your adventure, but by default, you're set to where you first log in on the character. So I'm going to pop over there, and here we go. I will first go turn in the Tainted Sliver to Helion, and then I am finished. Once I talk to, what's-his-face again, I am finished with the starting zone. Well, at least this first, the Sunstrider Isle area. Then I will move on to Eversong Woods. I like the way the grass sways when you run through it. It's just little touches, you know? Oh, Lanthan Paralon. I couldn't think of his name before.
We will persevere. Time is of
Alright. Now I am being sent to Outrunner Alarion. Which, if you look at the map, is all the way over here. So, just look at the upper map here and follow the big-ass yellow arrow. And away we go. Really tempted to get that mount out. No, I'll be good. Now, I am not planning on just doing questing. I am going to try to do some dungeons as I level 2 with groups of people. So that should be entertaining as hell. Now, I do apologize in advance if I get into a party with somebody who's being rude or saying nasty things. Obviously, one of the dangers of an online game is you don't have control over something like that. If somebody wants to be a total dick and start typing the N-word over and over again, there's not much you can do other than /ignore, you know, but I'll do my best to try and avoid nasty people while still getting to show you guys some of the great classic content in this game. Alright, here she is, Outrunner Alarion.
What business have you?
She hopes I'm interested in running an errand or two.
Death to all who oppose us.
Go south into the ruins of Silvermoon and look for the slain Outrunner.
The reckoning is at hand.
As you can see from the map, it's not very far away. Actually, to the eagle-eyed viewers, if you were paying attention, you would have seen the dead person lying there when the game first loaded up the Blood Elf starting zone. Here she is. She was murderized. And I have to run back to Alaria, because of course I do. I do promise things do pick up in a little bit.
Victory lies ahead.
Alright, give her Arona's package.
Be ready for
And now
anything.
she's sending me to Falconwing
Death to
Square,
all who oppose us.
which, as you can see, is right over there. And there's actually our first flight path as well. So that's pretty cool. See, even with a lot of the settings kind of turned down, the game is still very beautiful. I mean, people like to... Oh, here. Let me interrupt my train of thought for a moment. You can see how everything over here has red names over their heads. That means that they're hostile. If I get close enough, they will aggro. In fact, here, I'll show you. I'll just kind of veer off the path right here. If I get close enough to this guy... See, there he goes. He just runs up and starts attacking me. Go ahead and kill him. So he's stabbing poor Kuploff. What a dick. Ah, see, no worries. Now, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, even with the settings turned down, it's still a very beautiful game, and I know people have given it crap over the years for saying, oh, WoW doesn't look realistic. You know, I wish WoW looked like it was made in like the Unreal Engine and looked like Rift and Skyrim had a baby. But the thing is, Warcraft's aesthetic has always been more on the cartoony side, and that goes all the way back to the original Warcraft games. Like, if they tried to make some, like, ultra photorealistic Warcraft game, it wouldn't be Warcraft anymore. That's just my opinion. And I'm sure other people would disagree with me, but...
Yes.
Alright, anytime somebody has an exclamation mark over their head, it means they have a quest. So, this dude wants me to collect 6 arcane cores from the arcane patrollers that roam the ruins of Silvermoon City.
Keep your wits about you.
Got more quests over here. This is a board. Wanted, Thalis the Hungerer. And then, this dude is a quest. Bring back 6 unstable mana crystals, which are inside crates. As you can see, everything is in this general area where I just came from. First, though, I'm going to head inside the inn and turn in completing the delivery and set my Hearthstone to a new bind point.
Everything has a price.
Oops. I don't think it really matters. I'll take the mana. The water, why
Remember the
not?
sun well. Do not loiter.
And then make this in your
Farewell.
home. And yes, and there we go. Now, as you can see, if I hover over the Hearthstone, returns you to Falconwing Inn. So I will no longer go back to the starting point. I have forgotten a few times to set my Hearthstone when I create a new character, and then when I end up hearthing at like level 15 or 20, I go all the way back to the starting zone, and I was like, oh, son of a bitch. It's kind of an annoying thing to forget. Alright, let's kill this fucker. We are on Feth's Way. God, that's a bit of a tongue twister. Alright, here's one of the unstable crystals. And I'm gonna grab... These are the arcane patrollers that drop the cores. Just kinda keep taking them down as they charge me. Now, one of the nice things of AoE looting, which is the entire area, is, see, I get 2 arcane cores because they both have one. That was actually a feature they did not have until, I think, maybe 2 expansions ago. I believe Star Wars The Old Republic was actually the first MMO to do that. Somebody will probably correct me, but it's the first MMO I played that had multi-loot, or whatever it's called. And it used to be in World of Warcraft, you had to loot everything one at a time, and it was a pain in the ass. It was exactly as terrible as it sounded. But, you know, if you look at a lot of things in World of Warcraft, the game came out in 2004, and the game was so different from what it is now. It was designed for, like, the EverQuest people. I mean, compared to EverQuest, it was a fucking, you know, super easy accessible game, but you look compare it to the game that exists now, and Vanilla WoW, as it's called, the original base game with no expansions, was pretty difficult. I mean, I played it for about the last 6 months before Burning Crusade came out. So I am, even though it was at the tail end, I am still an original vanilla WoW player. And there were a lot of oh my god, there's so many little minute things that you had to manage for every character. It was just, you had to fucking buy ammo for your gun, for your hunter, or, you know, whatever you had that had a gun or a bow, or so you had to buy arrows for your bow and arrow, or you couldn't use your bow and arrow. You could be in the middle of a raid, and if you ran out of arrows, you were just fucked. You couldn't attack. And I know there are some people that wish that, oh yeah, I wish, you know, the purity of the original game was still there. They made this game so easy it's for toddlers now, but I like it. It's just more fun. You know, I'm not one of those people, I don't want to play, you know, Spreadsheet Simulator Azeroth. You know? That's not my idea. There's a reason why I never played shit like EverQuest and Ultima Online and games like that. It's because they were too fucking difficult. Just for me, it's at a certain point, it's just, it stops being fun. I'm gonna use that because I need mana. Oh dear, I did not mean to pull multiple people. No worries. Nothing I can't handle. You guys need to die. I am out of mana. There's something wrong with being this low level and being out of mana. Oh hey, I leveled. And I gained a new ability. Another dot. Alright, very cool. I have 2 dots now to put on my opponents. I just got Thalos' head, by the way, if you weren't paying attention. Now I just need to get one more. Actually, that's the last unstable mana crystal I need. Now I just need 2 more arcane cores to kill this guy with my new AoE abilities. Or not AoE, dots. Yeah, it seems like it dies a little faster. Here's the last arcane core I need. Alright. Oh, no, what am I saying? I need one more arcane core. Duh. That was the mana crystal, is the last one I needed. Like I said, it's late. I've got another dude fight it here. I'm gonna get the fuck off of me. Oh, come on, really? Nice thing is you can put dots on a bunch of guys and just kind of sit back and... Like, this dude was already at half health because I put dots on him, and now he's already at 30% health because I threw dots on him while I was fighting the other guy. Warlocks are good for attacking multiple targets at once. Especially once I get a pet that is designed like the Voidwalker, which I think I get at level 8, don't quote me. But specifically designed for tanking enemies for you. Tanking, by the way, if you're not familiar, basically means they hold aggro on whatever you're fighting and take damage for you. That was probably pretty self-explanatory, but better safe than sorry. Because I know when Val first started playing years ago, I had to explain every single one of these terms to her. She did not get it. And that's fine. Not everybody, you know, plays MMOs. Not everybody is going to know. And some of these terms do pan over to other games too. Like, I think there's a tank role in Destiny, for example. You know, so it's not just like purely MMO terms, but somebody who only plays Madden is not going to know what tank and aggro means, more than likely. I don't think Aaron Rodgers counts as... Well, Aaron Rodgers would be DPS, not a tank. Clay Matthews would be a tank. Yeah.